Welcome, everyone.
To
local band Smokeout Canada. We are starting
in about 25 minutes.
And our guests are Jacob Nathan of Beguiler. Right now you're checking out Umi Yokai from
Red Deer, Alberta.
Let's change the time, the place, and the setting. I need a break, a crash again, and a slim by 111. It's a blessing in our case. The way comes to liberties. This survey to be free from these big trouble realities. A bad little part of the world. Get close to the touch. Last stop. Covers our blood. We know it's things like duplexes. Made haste to the Lord out front of 111. Lost footing amongst the river now.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Out front of 111. Violence, yeah, they coming in. I'm coming home to you. One of the night of the job, oh, it's always hard time having. I ain't living my life, doing nothing sensate. Backside your selfish guy, I'm the one to be living for. Backside your selfish guy, tell me what to be living for. Backside your selfish guy, I'm the one to be living for. Tell me what to be living for. We live for the infamy, and that's in our shame. We're all gluttons for the pain, don't need that reckless in our drinks. It's to the light of runaway liver. Lost footing amongst the ribbon road. It's to the light of runaway liver. Oh, lightless alley, come undid. I'm coming home to you. Lightless, yeah, I'm coming home to you. Lightless, I'm coming to you. I'm coming home to you.
What's up, everyone? Nate here from local band Smokeout Canada. We are live.
suffer from my hand. Where the fuck is all of that at? I'll never regret the choices that just made me all who I am. I can see you want me. My fakeness is known back. I can be who is gonna rise this time. Calling for the rise this time.
You are checking out Our Divide.
Don't disappoint yourself. Just let me then who is through my face. Why the town is so far from my hand? Where the fuck is all of that at? I'll never regret the choices that just made me all who I am. I can see you want me. My fakeness is known.
I wish I was just a little better on my own two feet. 'Cause lately I'm stuck in my dreams while the world turns around me. They say that I lost my way somewhere along the broken streets. Somebody save me. Stuck in time between the lines, I'm left in defeat. I wish I was just a little better on my own two feet. 'Cause lately I'm stuck in my dreams while the world turns around me. They say that I lost my way somewhere along the broken streets. Somebody save me. Stuck in time between the lines.
In case you already know, you are checking out With Conviction.
You wanted a world, well you got one. You wanted a world, well you got one this time. Rise weighing me down. I can't stop thinking about you. Drag me out of this mess. Hanging out to dry. Just tell me one last time. Tell me you'll be alright. I need to know that I'm going somewhere. Unless I'm my own devices. Another life on my own.
checking out Take the Name.
I'm laying cold on the ground all alone, 'cause I'm thinking about all the places you've been. I check my phone for the 100th time and it's making me sick. I can't deal with this shit. Thought it'd always be the chemistry of you and me that kept it together. I never thought that I'd see that this is all a mistake. I found a brand new version of my own self. I don't need nobody, I don't need help. You thought that you fooled me, you'll never control me. I never should have fell for your fool's gold. No more holding on to smoke, it's time to let it go. Erase my mind of it all. It'll take the pain away from the fall. So go ahead and let you what you'll be and change the way. Could say I want you to feel what you've done to me. I found a brand new version of my own self. I don't need nobody, I don't need help. You thought that you fooled me, you'll never control me. I never should have fell for your fool's gold. Never control me, and you thought you fooled me. And never control me, I never should have fell for your fool's gold. For the last time. I never should have fell, never should have fell. I never should have fell, never should have fell. Brand new version of my old self. I don't need nobody, I don't need help. You thought that you fooled.
Next up,
Repulsive
Repulsive
Prize.
Prize.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Also, didn't know. We got our alerts back, everyone.
I believe most of them still work.
Yeah, they still work.
They're a little more quiet than they used to be, but that's okay. I had to see when the fucking ads are happening now. That's nice.
Here's some Dragon Corpse.
We fought on for aeons. I no longer fear. And now I can see how my deadly
Next up, you're checking out Without Mercy. We had DJ on the show earlier this year. Solid chat. We're gonna try to squeeze one more in.
Go give Without Mercy some love. See what the last one's going to be. It's not going to be a repeat band, though. Raising the Ruins out of Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada.
Gentlemen, let's get ready for local band Smokeout Canada! Yeah! Ooh.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't
It feels so good to have the sound effects back. It really does.
How is everybody doing today? My name is Nate, and I am the host of Local Band Smokeout Canada. We are back. We usually air on Tuesdays. And we got Jacob, a cool guy, and Nathan joining us up, Beguiler. They're going to be joining us in about 15 minutes or so. We'll give them the old ring, ding, ding. But first we're going to do a little something where we look Nathan, the goddamn wizard machine. Ooh, it's going to be too much Nate up in here pretty soon. But you know, we got to give these guys a look-see, right? At the start of everything, we got to give them a look-see. They're a classic MySpace deathcore vibes infused with modern death metal aggression. Toronto-based band, too. Interesting. A part of me feels like we may or may not have heard them before, but if you're in the Toronto area and you like Boredom of Osiris, you're going to go check out the Boredom of Osiris show. And you're going to check out Beguiler because they're fucking opening for them, bud. In 2 days. 2 freaking days. That's pretty cool. So you know we're probably going to talk about that. We are going to have to see if we can find some music of theirs, but this is just really cool. I'm curious what that echo is. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I found it. I'm going to widen this a bit so I can actually see the full mix board. There we go. Now it's off. It's the thing that I use for D&D that did not get turned the fuck off. But without further ado, now can we find... Oh, they played with Art of Attrition recently. Nice. That's a solid band from out here in Red Deer. Plaguebringer 2. Solid. You know what? Let's check out a little bit of this live footage quickly, shall we? We are just going to actually find them. We are. We're just going to go to YouTube and find them. Oh, that's cool. That's fucking tight. How was your time? And also, how have you been? I know we have our chat, but hope you've been doing well. It has been an interesting time on my end, so I'm hoping everyone else is doing well. We're going to check out something old and something new. That's what we're going to do. So let's check out Cynical first. This came out in 2019, 4 years ago. Let's give it a look-see. I'm going to go small. Boom. Teeny tiny. Pardon me. This green screen now serves a dual purpose office bedroom life. It'll be interesting. This, I can tell, like, the Suicide Silence kind of influence in the background. That old school deathcore thing. Drummer's fucking tight. You can tell he's like playing everything he can. Been playing obviously to the track of the video, but he's doing really good at making sure that he's still playing everything, and that's really cool. This gives me more like death metal vibes. I can see how they would fit in really well with Art of Attrition and Plaguebringer. And Cruel Intent as well, actually. They're a bit more on the heavy, less on the tech end compared to you guys, in my opinion. But they definitely hit that. Let's go and check out the newer release. I want to see what's changed in 4 years. Oh shit, people, what happened in the woods? Oh no! Oh no!
Recovered at the site of another Catholic-run residential. What is clear, the revelation is igniting further anger and calls for action.
Thank you for the follow, Stankfinger666. Before we go, know that, and I believe these should work, so all new friends get... Oh, I'm so happy to have noise alerts back. Oh shit. Back to the song. I dig the synth in the background. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's freaking nasty. Fuck me. Production quality is right where it needs to be, in my opinion. What sucks is I really don't have a whole lot that I can crit on it because I'm not into deathcore, so I don't really have a whole lot to say on it. Like, it's really tight. I'll say that for, like, especially on the recording and the production aspect, like really crisp, really tight, really cool. And I bet you they're really tight live, and I can see how they fit in with bands like Plaguebringer and Art of Attrition. Maybe it's just festival season wearing me out. But yeah, like, I'm not sure what else I could really say past that. It's really cool. I want to check out something else, see if there's just, if it's this consistently or if there's a bit more of a different dynamic range. Just curious of like all the different hits you hit because you can only judge so much off 2 songs. So I'm curious what else we get if we just hit like a random track. We have totally heard them before. We heard Plague Ridden Rats a while ago. See, this is where I'm like, yeah, I can tell how they fit in with Born of Osiris. Yeah, no, I definitely am more leaning to this than the other ones. I do like how the synth works in the background here, and I can definitely see how they'd work with Boo. And I hope the show goes well. Like, we're gonna talk about that a bit for sure. If you guys have any questions as well, throw them in the chat. And we're gonna call them up shortly. I'm actually just gonna shoot a message. Filthy. Such filth. Yeah, no, I jive with this a lot more. Like, it's got a bit more groove to it. The last thing we can do here. Beguiler. So if you guys want to give Beguiler some love, I'm going to share their profile right away. But we got what looks like a couple EPs and a few singles here. Let's go and check out the entire discog, shall we? So we got Unrepentant, which just came out. It's the more recent release. Then we have Eterneth. It's the instrumental version. Then we have the actual EP. That's really cool. I like that you guys did that. Plague-Ridden Rats, Damon, and then Canopsia there. And Hands of a Savage, A Conscious Decline, Cynical, Born Under a Bad Sign would be the 2018 debut release. Okay, cool. Wicked. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to call them up in just a few minutes here. I'm going to quickly get you that link if you haven't already. We're going to, let's go check them out. Boom. Let's see if we can find a little live footage. Boom. Random spot.
Unreleased. Change this.
All right, guys, what do you think? Should we call him up? I think we should call him up. Let's do it. Check 1, check 2. Hello. How's it going?
Yo.
Thank you for taking the time to join us here, Jacob. I don't know why my camera's not working.
Me, yeah?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. I can't see anything for your image.
Yeah, my camera was acting up earlier, and I was hoping it wouldn't do the same right now, so I am troubleshooting it, hoping it starts working for me.
Okay.
I might have to plug it into the tower. The joys of technology, even when you do test things out.
And thank you for having us.
Dude, no problem. Well, I am figuring out my camera. Let me put you to the big screen there. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, and I'm going to quickly plug this into a different input.
So, yeah, I'm Jacob. I do vocals for Beguiler. Yeah, that's pretty much that.
Do you primarily only do vocals?
Is it live on Twitch right now?
Oh yeah, we are live on Twitch right now, which is why I'm a little disappointed my camera decided to not work after testing it out, but that is what it is. I will get it to you right away here. And whenever Nathan joins us, he can just jump into the call.
For sure.
But as a vocalist, do you primarily just do vocals, or do you have any other experience using other instruments?
So I do play guitar as well, and then drums was my first instrument way back when. So yeah, I do have experience with other instruments. I'm gonna share the link for the Twitch stream on our thing.
Sure thing, and I'm gonna see if this worked for me or not. Booyah. Cool, there we go.
Awesome. Let me find this.
Oh, looks like we have Nathan jumping in right away.
Nice. So it's Twitch TV.
Twitch.tv/NoHopeTheNate.
There we go. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Perfect. How's it going?
It's going great. How about yourself, Nathan?
Oh, not too bad, thank you. I don't think I've got your name. Are you also Nathan, or is this...
It's I go by Nate, which is short for Nathaniel, so there's a whole lot of us everywhere.
Okay. Oh, no kidding, eh?
So
there we go. So hopefully there won't be too much confusion then.
No, we'll figure it out. Like I was telling Jacob, thank you both for taking the time for being on the show. It's our first one up in about a month and a half. I had to move again after moving into the city I'm in, and things have been a little hectic with festival season, but we're back at it. We're rolling, and I'm glad you guys could take the time to be here.
Well, of course, like I said, happy to be here.
So Jacob does vocals. What do you do, Nate?
So I play the drums in the band now.
Oh, when did you join?
So I probably joined, I'd say we're coming up on a year now, eh, Jacob?
Yeah.
It's like September. It's like September last year, so.
So like early September, so close to a year now.
That's cool. What I guess attracted you to the band? Did they seek you out? Did you seek them out? Like, how did that all come to be?
So keep it simple. I think, well, I've known some of the guys in the band for quite a while. Like the bassist and I have known each other for a long time. And so it kind of just turned out being where things weren't working out in the way that they probably should have. And then they reached out to me saying, because they had known me from previous bands I was part of, like small local bands and stuff. So they just reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to, step up to the plate. And I said yes. So here we are, It worked out pretty well, actually, because they had a bunch of shows lined up and everything, so I had to learn pretty fast, but it worked out pretty well, yeah. I think.
So him and Gord, actually, our bassist, used to play in another band from the area called Crane, except Yeah, it was like crane, but like, what was the meaning of how you guys spelt it? Like,
Oh, there was no meaning. They were just they threw together. It was Kraign. And they're like, that looks that looks cool, so that's what it is. Everyone thought it was Kriagan, which didn't work out very well, but
Dragon. That's what we used to call you
Yeah.
guys. But
Yeah.
yeah, like we used to play shows together, and they were a sick band. You know, like you said, we're all friends, all knew each other, so they both seem like great fits, and it's like, yeah, it's I feel like we didn't miss a beat really with either of them. Like, no pun intended for you.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
No, that's really handy though, because I've filled in for some bands for the past few years, and it really helps ease the band's minds going into whatever it is they have planned with either a new guy who's permanent or a new guy who's just filling in the role. Like, if they're able to like just kind of fit like a glove and suit the role, learn the material, and jive with everyone off the hop, it makes everyone else's mind go a lot more at ease, because I'm sure there's always that worry of when you have to deal with an open slot and filling it, like the stress of filling that slot. Like, how easy is it going to be or how difficult is it going to be? And it's always good to hear when things go really smooth.
Yeah, and it can be hard, like, especially like it can be hard, like, especially with like metal and stuff like that. Like, drummers are the worst to find, and like a lot of members can be hard to find, right? But like, we honestly got really lucky with it.
You'll find most drummers already in like 3 or 4 other bands. And you're like, hey man, how many days do you have in your week?
Oh, dude, it's so bad around where we are. Like, any other drummer we know is in multiple projects. Like, we have a buddy, Tyson from, well, I was going to say from one band, but he's from like 12 different bands, honestly. It's like, I don't even know how people have the time for it. I have time for this, and that's it. Like, I've tried filling in for friends' bands sometimes when they need help, and it's even that is too much. I couldn't do 2 bands, man. It's so crazy, you know?
Yeah, we got another buddy of ours that's in like 3 local bands from around here.
Oh shoot.
And I think more that aren't active, and like, yeah, it's that's Doug from Seagrave and Pillars of Autumn. Give them a little shout out. But and Uncle Scurvy as well, he's playing guitar in that. But yeah, like, absolute animal. If you're playing in multiple bands, it's a lot.
It takes a lot of dedication and time management. It's absolutely crazy. I've occasionally got like 1 or 2 going, but anyone I know, especially drummers, again, the ones that have multitudes of projects, and you're just like, how are you able to separate everything?
Sure. I'm kind of having a hard time hearing you.
Sorry, I turned my mic down here, so I will adjust that gain again. How's that for you?
That's better, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here, so but what I was essentially saying is, for a lot of musicians that I know that are in like multitudes, like not just 2 but like 3 or 4, and usually it's the drummer, it always amazes me. Like, for me, I can't tell how they can like separate it all and actually still actively go through everything and not actively confuse material when they're at the kit once in a while. So yeah, I'm the same boat as you guys, and just being like, I'm bewildered by it. And it's good that, again, Nate, you were able to kind of fill that role and make it really good. Because as Paul was saying here, you had a 3-day run for your first show. So that's a little hectic.
Yeah, it was a lot. I think from the day that I told them I was joining to the day that we had to play those shows, I think I had like 3 weeks to learn it. And like, I took a break during COVID from playing shows. Obviously, we all did, right? So
yeah,
I wasn't in a band for like years and stuff. So I had to pick the sticks back up and, you know, almost relearn how to play drums. It felt weird. I hadn't played double bass in like 2 years. So then, you know, I had 3 weeks to learn their material, and all by ear, because, you know, their drummer wasn't going to sit down with me and show me what their material was, you know? So, but yeah, 3 weeks, and then it was 3 shows back to back to back. And it was a lot of fun. It was stressful, but like, again, you grow from it, and now we're writing crazier material now, so it's even more hectic. So yeah, it's all in good fun, right? So
oh, exactly. And the fact that you had the time and the dedication to do it, that's really showing again, especially as a new member coming in, filling a role and easing into an already active project. Because as I was looking into your stuff, it looked like you've been around. First release was 2018, so I'm guessing you've been around since roughly 2017 as a project, if not a bit longer.
Yeah, like honestly, even like kind of longer than that in a way. Like we started kind of like late 2014, 2015, and a lot of us were still really young. Like we definitely played some good shows, but I think as far as like being an actual like productive band, like we didn't have our shit together at all. I think we did like one single, which you can find in some places online and I think we put that out in 2015. And we played shows for like a couple years, and then we disbanded, actually for like a year or maybe a little bit over a year, and then we ended up getting it back together somehow, and then that EP from 2018 is from it was written in like 2016 and recorded in like 2016, early 2017, and so we put it out once we got back together. So we just had that full EP done, and we were disbanded, and it was never going to see the light of day. And then it came out once we picked things back up.
That's really interesting, especially with like, because a lot of bands are that way, whether they're the same, like under the same moniker, or they've rebranded down the process, but are still the same like band. It's really interesting how that happens and how time can really, like looking back on it, I'm sure it feels like it was forever, but now looking back, I'm sure it feels like it went by really quick, especially with everything you guys are now actively doing and working towards. When you guys got back together and you got that, I guess, old new EP out, what was it like transitioning and getting everything back together and starting to get the gears in motion for what would eventually be this version of the project?
So you're asking for when we first got back together?
Yeah, from there, I want to build it up because you guys got a pretty cool show coming up, and it's nice knowing that it's you got a little bit of history to you guys. It's not just like fresh young blood coming out like 2 years and they got it. It's like, no, as you said, you've been at this for a while, and I respect the grind, especially with getting a gig like Born of Osiris, because I'm sure you guys are really stoked on that. And I feel
big time.
I feel like there's a lot more to the journey of getting to that point that a lot of people overlook. So,
I feel like the process, like honestly, after that was like I don't know, we lost our original drummer, and that was kind of like a setback, and then I was going through some shit in my life, and I think some of the other guys were too, and it just like it kind of wasn't working, and then we stopped it for like a year and a bit, and then me and another member wanted to start it up again. We're like, we miss doing this. We have this EP, let's see who is down to do this again, and we'll try and actually find another drummer. And then actually, like, within probably like a few days of us posting that we wanted a drummer, our friend Nick from Pillars of Autumn shared it, and then our replacement drummer then messaged us and was like, hey, like I heard you guys are looking for a drummer. And then that worked out, where it's like, he ended up being like a good fit at the time. We started jamming. We showed him the material for the EP. We're like, we're going to put out this EP. So then we put out the EP, and we were immediately writing again. And we were just like, we want to put out a new release, like, as soon as we can, just because, like, things have changed in the dynamic. So I'd say, like, about half a year after we came back, in 2019, we put out our second EP, Conscious Decline. And then, yeah, we honestly, we grinded really hard at it again for like another year. And then COVID happened.
COVID.
Yeah, so right when things were starting to kind of pick up again for us, that happened. And, we managed to do one release through COVID, which was a split release we did with Pillars of Autumn. And then, yeah, after COVID happened, yeah, we wanted to get right back to it and start hitting things as hard as we could, because we were stagnant for a while. We didn't do much during the pandemic besides that one release.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we did 1 or 2 shows, and what was it, 3 years passed through COVID.
Yeah.
And people's lives change, priorities change. We ended up parting ways with our drummer, and then Nathan came in, and yeah, we haven't stopped since then. We've just been playing a lot of shows. We put out an EP right after COVID, and then now we're working on our next release, and we definitely I feel like in the last year and a bit, we've just been working on trying to expand ourselves, expand our logistics basically, so that we can do it in a higher capacity, and also while simultaneously trying to play shows, work on our release. It gets to be a lot, but yeah, it's that was kind of that whole process. I probably mixed up the order of things a little bit there.
But you went through a lot there, and you the pandemic took up so much time, and I know a lot of people are sick to death of it, but I've noticed a few bands, or actually a lot of people just in general, in that time they had a lot of things that they had to reflect on, a lot of things that they grew from, a lot of things that they realized they had to put in motion for themselves, and we're now, a bit of time removed from it, and we're starting to see people maybe not seeing results from that, but actively putting the work towards that. And I'm curious what those things were for you guys as a band. I know, Nate, you hadn't probably joined at that point yet, but if there was anything that you feel that would, I guess, contribute to it as well, because even as individuals, there are things that we have to work on to make group work. And I think that was one thing that a lot of people learned. But I'm curious, what were the things you guys put the work into, I guess, during that time?
So during COVID or after?
During and into, because I feel a lot of people started putting stuff in motion during the pandemic, but you couldn't actively start, using it in a real world way until you got out. So there was always that mental prep, I guess, for when we start doing things again, when we get out there. What were those things? And then how has it been with that prep after?
Yeah, so I think kind of right before, as we were going into it, we were looking at buying a van, or not a van, but we were looking into buying a van. And at the time, we were on a booking agency, and they were really pushing us to get our visas and tour, and but also mainly do cross Canada first. So I feel like when we went into into the pandemic, we were we have to start making more content, kind of like everyone was, and we gotta continue to work on and release music. And we did that. But as far as our living situations, where not all of us could get together over the whole course of the pandemic, and then it got hard to do certain types of content. We did a release with Pillars of Autumn, and we basically were planning another EP, but we kind of wanted to wait until things were starting to open back up again so that we could play shows, but also like it definitely, I feel like because we weren't playing shows, it like financially it was very straining, because there was shows are where we make most of like the little money that we do make, right? To put into releases. So kind of like we had a lot of stuff ready to go for the EP, but not quite everything we wanted. So we're like just kind of being patient about things until we could get back together and finish everything to how we wanted, and also like get to play shows as well, to like just get that out there as well, because I feel like we're still a relatively small band, and we definitely want to get out to more places and spread that music. And then like coming out of it, it kind of worked out where it was like right after the pandemic was over, we dropped that release. We were trying to play as many shows as we could, just kind of like what we said, and like make more content, look into like getting a van and all this other stuff. But yeah, like things weren't really working out with all of our members at the time, and then we still had a bunch of shows planned, and then Nathan came in, and then I think at this point he would be all up to speed with everything. And once we had the EP,
it's been crazy since then.
We just been working on the album, but we had so many shows and lineup changes, stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff we wanted to get figured out first. But I think the main thing we tried to work on was just like through the pandemic was to just still be productive and kind of stockpile content, write music, get the release done. But after 2.5 years, like things get stagnant. There was times when I thought we would never play shows again, or that shows would not be normal again, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that was a really easy one for everyone to kind of get into, especially at the 2-year mark, where like maybe some shows are happening, but we're seeing ramifications from the really big ones that are happening in like Florida and shit. So that's definitely understandable, but it's good now that we're, again, not so much removed from it, because we're still dealing with whatever ramifications we're dealing with, but we're getting things going. We've had them going for well over a year now. Everyone seems to be going like well and strong when it comes to bands and the ones that have been putting in the work. And for you guys, like, again, 2 days, you got a huge fucking show, which is really cool to see. What has the writing process been like for you both within this new lineup?
I mean, it's been interesting. I mean, do you want me to take this one?
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I mean, you're the vocalist. You do all the writing too sometimes, but
no.
I don't know. So I guess there's a couple of things I wanted to mention too, just about the whole COVID thing. Was the fact that like I felt as though like once the restrictions and everything started pulling away, like I think Beguiler had a show in October, like just after like restrictions are kind of lifted here in Ontario, and I remember it was like a seated show, so it's like there was no pit or nothing. Everyone had to stand in their seats. They're like little lawn chairs basically in an arena, or not an arena, sorry, the Sneaky D's, like the small venue there. And yeah, it was weird having it come back, but then as soon as it did, like it started going and going and going, and then like it's been so busy, like with the shows. I think we've done 25 shows this year now, and like it doesn't sound like a lot, but we've been pretty busy with stuff, and like the scene feels pretty strong. Like all the bands we play with are killing it, so it's been feeling good. It's a nice reprieve after years of not being able to go to shows and just watching YouTube clips of the good old days where you could go into a mosh pit, you know what I mean? So it's nice for that to be back. That's just what I wanted to say about that. But as far as writing process, that's been interesting too since I've joined too, because everyone does have, like, there's 4 of us now in the band, right? So primarily our songwriter is our guitarist, Scott. He usually writes a majority of the music, but then like Jacob will also come in with some songs, and then we all have ideas and stuff, and Jacob and Scott usually work on backings to like kind of get orchestral themes figured out. And then as far as drum goes, it's usually either Jacob or myself will bounce ideas off each other and, you know, plot some MIDI tracks out and then go from there and kind of figure out what we want to do. And then that kind of solidifies the bass that I'll go with as far as like what I'll actually want to put on the record, right? So, but yeah, as far as writing, it's a little bit of everybody, but like everyone kind of sticks to their instrument, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like I'm not writing lyrics, Scott's not writing drums. You know, it's kind of everyone sticks to their instrument. But it's been good. Like I said, we have like a full length we're working on right now because this band's only ever done EPs, and I think we have 9 songs or 10 songs we're working on right now, and we're hoping to have that done by the end of the year at least. So, but again, like things get in the way, things get busy, but yeah, we're working through that right now. So, you know, the shows are coming in, which means money's coming in, which means we can actually afford to put a record together, which is a lot. Like I've never been part of a record, so
kind of afford it. Some
What's that?
money is coming. I was like, we can kind of afford it. Some money is coming.
Yeah. We're still a deathcore band. Yeah, we're not rolling in it. We're not Lorna Shore, but you know, we'll get there. Maybe we'll see.
You're able to show up and know you got a guarantee coming your way, or at least sell enough things to be good and get home. And be like,
all right, at least like we're not like losing money playing shows, which is the biggest thing, right? Like there's always some kind of little gain, and you know, sometimes you do better than others, but like it honestly, it all goes back in to the band, right? Because it's like, you know, now at this point with what we're doing, it's like we have monthly expenses, and now also like it's, you know, we're just we constantly have to fucking buy things and do other things, but where at least like now we're not taking it out of pocket. And you know, as long as we're still playing and doing our thing, it's like the band still continues to like be like kind of self-sufficient, I guess.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I think that's something that.
So in it.
Sorry, Nate, you were saying.
No, I was just gonna say it took us a while to get there, right? Like we definitely invested a lot of money into it, and you know, but yeah, it's good to get to that point and at least like not have to stress about like the little, like the very minuscule things like we used to, you know.
For sure, Jacob. Sorry, I thought Nate was about to add something. That's why I stopped for a second there. But I was going to say, it seemed like that was something that almost a lot of bands felt was like gone pre-pandemic. And now, again, with that like loss of not being able to have live shows and being able to go out, now that we're back at it, it seems like there's been a bit of a shot in the arm to the underground scenes where now we're just seeing how many people show up. We're not worried about if people will show. It's just, okay, how many? Like people actively enjoyed and missed this, and now they're actually coming out when things are put together, which is it's a nice change.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny too because I remember Jacob likes to make a point of this too, because the previous 2 bands that I was in, it wasn't really like too many crowds coming out and stuff. It was pre-pandemic and everything is mostly just friends and stuff. I remember my first show with these guys, I was looking around the room and I'm like, oh, there's actually a crowd here. Like, there's people here. Oh my God. Like I couldn't, and he laid into me pretty good with that because I was like, you know, like shocked that we're actually a band that plays shows and people show up, you know what I mean? So it was super funny, but no, yeah, it's true. Like there's definitely been a resurgence. Like so many shows that I even go to, I try to go to as many like shows as I can in Toronto, and almost all of them are sold out. It's insane how well the scene itself is doing, like whether it's like local bands or touring bands, it's all pretty good. So, you know, there's hope for bands like us too, you know what I mean? Like the fact that we're, you know, this band has some history and has some EPs out, but it's also been a tumultuous kind of uprising, I guess, for this band, I'd say. And the fact that we're still able to go out and make a little bit, like we can play a show and we're not in the red, you know what I mean? Like we can come out and have enough gas money to go home, you know what I mean? Like my previous bands, we'd be happy to have a $20 bill at the end of the night, you know, but now it's like, oh, we have merch, we have stuff we can actually work with. So yeah, I'd say it's been pretty good lately.
I love that. And I think it's, I hope it continues to grow, and it comes down to like, obviously the quality of the bands and the quality of the promoters and things not falling into old habits. And I feel like we've been seeing a natural progression and evolution of the scene, and I hope it continues because, I mean, rising tides raise all ships. If one scene's doing well, that bleeds into another, gives more opportunities to all bands in the area. Which, before I get to it, I will keep wanting to get to the end mark that I want to talk about. But you brought up that you're doing an LP and not an EP, which is a completely different ball game. And I'm curious for you guys, what have been, and I guess Jacob would probably have more, but maybe Nate, you as well, with your experience in previous bands. What's the difference been writing an LP versus an EP for you?
Here, you want to take this one?
Yeah, like, I mean, for us, because I know your last band, you guys did an LP. I'm not sure if you were with them on the writing process for that, but
I was very much at the tail end of that one. I was pretty much just helping them clean it up. It wasn't that was all their previous drummer, was all his work, but go ahead.
yeah, well, I think with us it was like, I mean, we had so many songs coming out of the pandemic that we wrote, and so we had like a lot of tracks to pick from, and we actually had to like weed some out. And then once we actually finalized that, then it's like we changed drummers, and had a bunch of shows, and then we kind of wanted to change the track list a little bit. And then you know, so many things have happened. I feel like we've had a few setbacks, and it's given us time where it's like we've been trying to get this album done forever. And you know, we've since then even written like more new songs and stuff, where we ended up swapping out certain songs for the album and stuff like that. So I feel like that's been a big thing for us, is like, because normally like with EPs is we're always just like, we'll just pick our 3 or 4 best songs or whatever, and it was usually like clear. And then now I think we're at the point of writing where it's like, you know, there's definitely ones where you are like very certain, where you're like, I want this on the album. But then there's other songs where you're like, I do really like this song, but I don't know if I like this one better. I don't know if I like this part. I feel like it's a lot more content to like kind of go over, and that's been like the biggest change. And then yeah, just the making the time to track it and stuff to a point where we're happy with. We actually did do some tracking, and we kind of, since we've revised things, like we kind of decided to start fresh again. And we also had like a flood where we were recording, and you know, some other things where it's like it's set us back, but it's also, I feel like, been a good thing as well, because we've made adjustments to the track list, which I think we're all happy with. And yeah, the biggest change, I think, is just, yeah, like the amount of tracks and stuff to look over, because yeah, the EPs are like, yeah, nothing when you think about it. Like the 3 or 4 songs, it's a lot easier to wrap that up, whereas like, yeah, when you got 10 songs, it can be a lot, yeah, for sure. And we record everything ourselves and send it out for mix too, so I feel like that can be strenuous as well.
It definitely can. It's a process, sitting in front of the computer, hitting that red button and just hammering it out and working, and realizing that the fun is in performing. Right now, we are trying to get the cleanest, tightest takes we can get, and there's going to be times where it sucks, but you can fucking do it. And doing it yourself is a huge thing, because it cuts down a lot of cost. As long as you're able to get good tracking and provide something good, a good mixing engineer can work with that no problem now, which is one thing I really love about the modern era of music. Quick shout out to With Conviction for their they just resubbed 5 months in a row. Much love. Thank you for joining us here in the chat. If anyone has questions for Jacob or Nathan of Beguiler, feel free to shoot him out. Before I get to my main thing that I want to get to now, I was going to say, doing an LP and being able to cut tracks or swap tracks or like remove things, what's nice about that too is it allows you to have this huge back catalog of things, where if you ever want to like revamp something, or you find something fits better with future material, or just need some changes, or there's a few riffs here and there, you have stuff that you can go back to, which is really cool, because that's the beauty of music. And as musicians, we understand this far too well, but a lot of listeners don't get it. When a release comes out, it's new to the listener. Those songs for the band or the members in there, they could be anywhere from 2 to 8 years old at times. And the band may very well be sick of it before it even drops for the fan to like listen to. But that gives the benefit of being able to like pull old stuff out and go into the vault and be like, hey, we look at this little gem we found. Let's rip the verse out of this bitch and then make something funky with this. And it's really cool how that works. And I'm excited to see where you guys go with stuff after the LP comes out, after you guys continue to do stuff, and after you guys play with Born of Osiris. How did that come about? Is that something that just fell on your lap? Is that something you knew about and kind of had to work towards? Like, what was the process of getting the Boo Show?
Well, like a lot of like bigger tours and stuff that come in, like we will reach out to the promoter and, you know, try and throw our name in the hat, so to speak. But I guess with this one, it just worked out. Like, I do have some connections with the promoter. So I did know about the show, like, very early on, and knew exactly who I needed to talk to, which is usually the case. Usually I find the right people. But it just worked out where, like, you know, I guess just right place, right time, where I reached out and they were just like, yeah, like, sounds like a good idea. Like, let's see if we can make this work. And we're just like, because there's only 3 bands on the tour, right? So I feel like that you almost know they're gonna want to add some bands. And then I got on a call with the promoter, and he just like asked me, you know, some questions just about like, yeah, the show and like how he thought we would do and stuff. And, you know, I gave him answers, and I guess like it checked the boxes, and they're just like, yeah, like, let us get it approved, but like, we're happy to have you. And then, yeah, I guess like the agent or whatever approved it, and yeah, just kind of from there, like, and like the promoter's been really good to us about it. Like, ticket sales and stuff like that were optional, but they're like, yeah, like, we want to do that for, like, you know, the bands that want to hustle and stuff. So we're like, oh yeah, we'll do it. And like, things have gone well. Like, a lot of people have been like eager to support us for that show and buy tickets and come on out. So it's like, yeah, it's just one of those things where I think, yeah, just right place, right time. It worked out. You know, we definitely emailed to try and get on a lot of shows, and it doesn't always work out, right? So it's just kind of nice that it did pay off, and hopefully it opens more doors. But, you know, if not, still a really cool opportunity, and you know, a chance for us to meet maybe some more people in Toronto that haven't heard us. You know,
and that's the main thing to take away is you can. And I like that you have that mentality, because I only know them as like a fan met them at Warped Tour, like, oh God, I feel old saying this, 11 fucking years ago now. But they seemed, and always through their interactions online, seemed like really chill, down-to-earth individuals. So there's the thing that you guys get to open for them, maybe connect with them, even if it's not all of them, maybe, like, whether it's musically or not, maybe you hit it off with one of them, and then you got a bro and boo. That's cool. That's a personal takeaway, which also has its own benefits on a professional scale. But on the main one, you guys are being put on a larger stage in front of a larger audience, of which is not yours. Therefore, you have the opportunity to do a good thing for yourself in regards to showcasing yourself to brand new ears. And that is something a lot of bands, I feel, maybe don't really think about when it comes down to these shows is you really got to utilize the time you have, because the people that are there are not there for you. But if you can make yourself something memorable with that time, you did a great fucking job. And I hope you guys are able to do that. What are you, I guess, you most excited about? Paul was, actually two things here. Paul was asking, how many bricks are you shitting in regards to, no, on a scale of 1 to fully bricked, how stoked are you for Thursday?
How bricked we
Yeah, how bricked are you?
always full
Oh,
brick.
good old Paul.
Always full brick. And there's comments at the top too where I'm almost sure this is Ryan. IG Slim Cock.
Oh yeah, imagine the breakage on that thing.
Imagine the breakage on that thing. That has to be Ryan. Corey.
Guy from Full Intent, you know.
It's Corey. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And then as the structure fails is here. And one thing we do for everyone who follows is everyone gets a nice little blech for you. Thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of the show. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out. But it's Corey. It's Corey, Paul says. It's Corey.
The structure fails are some homies as well. They're another band from where we're from. They're playing with Upon a Burning Body the night before we play with Boo.
Dude, fuck yeah. Best of luck to As Structure Fails with that show.
Yeah, those guys are crushing. Same with fucking Corey and Paul and Cruel Intent. Y'all be crushing too.
Yeah, y'all got quite the deathcore scene over there. You do. I've noticed that since Paul's joined.
Now, a lot of bands are popping up too that are all like, you know, really good. At least from what I've seen so far, so it's good. I feel like after COVID, honestly, like us and Pillars and maybe like one or two other bands were the only ones still doing it, and then all these bands popped up and they're all crushing it. Like, I mean, As the Structure Fails has been, I think, kind of around for a while, but yeah, I guess it was like it's just them, us, Pillars, another handful of bands I could think of that were still doing it, but now there's a bunch more popping up. And
there's one that just came back. I'm friends with their vocalist because I knew them back when they were in Vancouver before they relocated to Toronto. Oh God, 7 or 8 years ago. But Out of the Ruins is another band that I'm stoked to see that's kind of back at it and going kind of in a similar vein. And it's cool seeing these scenes come together. And usually these scenes, like, it's a multitude of things. Like, it's the people involved, both the bands, the promoters, the venue owners, the people that just like to help and do whatever, the techs. And I'm curious for both of you, who are kind of your unsung heroes that you want to shout out, whether it's promoters, venue owners, other bands, like who are people that you feel don't get shouted out enough that you want to give a little bit of love to from your scene?
Well, I think as far as like management side goes, I think Jacob probably has a long list of people that he knows. But as far as other bands, like really, yeah, it's just like the short list of like bands that we know that are killing it around us. Like, you know, Seagrave is one where we know they're killing it. Cruel Intent have been absolutely crushing it lately. They have some good stuff coming up too, which will be interesting. You know, Pillars of Autumn, like we said, As the Structure Fails. You know, some other bands like Sown, another good one that's around here. Like everyone's got so much stuff going on, and like I said, it's exciting to be part of a scene now where like it feels like things are picking up and people are actually, like, the bands that are around us are actually getting opportunities. Like, you know, I think I can speak for all of us. We're so grateful for, you know, an opportunity to play with Born of Osiris. Like, I think the first time I saw them was like how you're saying you feel old. Like 10 years ago was when I saw them. I was like 17. You know, it's crazy seeing a band like that, and like now we're opening up for them. It's, you know, a decade later. You know, so it feels cool to think about that. And like I said, I've never played a larger cap room. I think the largest cap room I've ever played in was like, you know, Sneaky D's, which is like 200. So like now we're playing like I said, a big venue with a crowd that we don't know, and you know, it'll be a good chance for us to showcase ourselves. But back to your point, yeah. So just local bands for me, you know, bands that I know are killing it. So and then Jacob has anyone for sure.
I mean, I think there's definitely a lot Toronto now. Like Wish Ender is another. Panic Response is a brand new band that's like totally crushing it. There's a ton. The hardcore scene in Toronto too, popping off. I feel like honestly though, like a huge shout out also to like the promoters that are, you know, hosting like bands like us and our peers and stuff, where it's like there may be some risk associated with the shows, but they're passionate about the music, into the scene. Yeah, Rust is one that's been crushing it. Sorry to cut that off. Rust is a hardcore band out from London. They've been crushing it. Falstaff as well. So many bands, but yeah, the promoters and then also like the venues and stuff that have managed to stay open, and you know, more often than not, you know, venues, at least around us, have treated us well, and you know, they're happy to host the shows. And geez, who else? Honestly, yeah, like anyone that really takes interest in the scene has good intentions. Like those are my unsung heroes, because we we all help it grow, right? Like even yourself having putting the time in to make this stream or podcast happen. Like it's, you know, it's it all contributes, and you know, I'm grateful for all of it. And
Paul brought up photographers as well, and I gotta say, yes,
well, yes,
y'all make us look way better than we are.
Exactly, make us look fucking cool when we're not, you know. And you know, a lot of them are very fair and just happy to help, and yeah, appreciate everyone in the scene.
That's one thing I'm really noticing, especially with As the Structure Fails, saying this, majority of bands in our area seem to be on the same page. It seems that like growing to be the case across the board. Like, yes, there's been like a few instances of bands in multiple scenes kind of getting weeded out for problematic reasons, but as a whole, it seems like those involved actively want to see everyone involved grow, prosper, expand, watch this thing become something that we know it's all capable of doing, not just in our own little scenes, but nationally, internationally. We know how much live music affects people and how much people enjoy it, people love it, and how much they connect with it. And it's cool seeing bands shifting from a like negative competitive nature where they see their other bands not as their peers, but as their direct competition and the people they need to one up, instead of and now more of a healthy competition of like, your success makes me want to push to do that as well, but also you're not going to hold back the keys to whatever you get. You have no problem talking about it and being like, here's what we did, go do that yourself. And also here's a contact to help you out.
Yeah, I think that is the craziest thing, because like I said, for myself, like I wasn't in a band during COVID, but I was in one before, and now I'm in Beguiler after, right? So seeing that difference too, where previously when I was in my last band, it's like you'd play shows with other bands and you'd hear them saying, oh, we're better than that band, or like, why are they doing this or whatever. And then, you know, now it's like I'm blown away still every time we play a show where every band is, like you said, on the same page. There's little to no conflict with anybody. You know what I mean? Like everyone's trying to do it, because everyone, again, you all know what it's like when there is no show. You know what I mean? When there's no shows at all, it sucks. You know what I mean? So why try to start anything? You know what I mean? But yeah, every band we're cool with. You know what I mean? Everything's cool. So, yeah, that's my point with that.
We're all trying to do the same things, right? So I mean, it's success in the scene, or to bands in the scene. It does mean success, I think, for the scene as a whole, especially bands where it's like maybe you're turning people onto your music, necessarily didn't listen to extreme music like that, but it opens doors to other bands, those people wanting to discover more. Like it's all positive in those ways. And yeah, it's nice, like the camaraderie or you know, that has appeared in the last few years. Because yeah, like I've been playing shows for, you know, years and years, and it definitely was not always like that. There was always bands that were you know, more willing to help each other out than others. But I think when I was really young and started playing, I learned from some bands that I looked up to that were nice to us and gave us opportunities, even though my old band sucked, to be quite frank, but they wanted to encourage us to do more because they're like, the bands, like the scene needs bands. They're like, we can't do this on our own. Like, and that's something that's always stuck with me because it's like, we need more bands to play with. Even if there's 5 bands in Toronto, like, are we with the same 5 bands, you know, all the time? Like, it's good to have that variety, and yeah, just I think it's all positives, especially when we're all trying to do the same thing.
100%. And that's, again, the other beauty of having more underground bands play these larger shows like you guys with Boo or...
I'm sorry. Are you able to turn up your mic a bit?
I'll get a bit closer. Sorry, I backed away while listening. Okay. But that's one thing I was going to also bring up is the beauty of underground bands playing these larger scale shows like you guys with Boo or my buds in Horrify opening for Cradle of Filth last year. It might bring more people into the underground scene just by them seeing that local band and being like, wait, what the fuck? We have that happens here? Okay, yeah, I'm going to go see the next show that they're playing, and then probably the other 3 bands they're with, and maybe bring a few people. And it's a nice way to see things grow. And it only happens through, again, the mindset we've been talking about the past few minutes, and that is being willing to help each other out and not trying to stomp each other. Crab mentality was the death of scenes, death of venues. It was the death of bands. Just seeing someone be successful and then getting jealous and trying to undercut everyone else because you don't want to see that kind of music or like that kind of like thing just being the popular one. And I'm glad we're well past that to a point where everyone's just like, fuck yeah, just do your thing. Like, we're all trying it. So just go do it. Have fun.
I agree. And definitely too, like, you have a point there where it's like the bigger tours, there's people that go to those shows that don't go to local shows, you know? So yeah, maybe it will get them out to some smaller shows as well and try and boost those bands up. But it's also, yeah, it's cool to see, like, even in that level of things, like, I feel like there is a lot of camaraderie that's happening now. You see types of bands touring together that used to not tour together, and you know, certain, like, yeah, like this tour, Born of Osiris, like, they have locals on almost all their dates, I think, even in the States, which is like a big thing. And Acacia Strain just did the same thing with Fit for an Autopsy and played a ton of like small rooms and just sold them out. But because you know, that's the end of it, is where they all come from, is like the underground scene. And I feel like they understand that, like, it's important to build community. And yeah, it is great to see.
100%. For anyone who didn't already know, this show is happening Thursday at Lee's Palace in Toronto, Ontario. Are tickets still available if people want to get their hands on them?
Yes, tickets are still available. I believe they're still for sale online, and also you can currently get tickets through us if you reach out to us at Beguiler Band on any socials, or if you know me or Nathan personally, shoot us a message and we'll hook you up.
Hell yeah. And before I let you go, 2 questions. First one, what song do you guys want me to use after we end the call from you guys? We'll throw on one more Beguiler song after the interview.
Maybe Plague Ridden Rats or Unrepentance, honestly. Either of those ones slap, so...
Have you played any others by us?
So we played a few. I know we just played Plague Ridden Rats. I think, and Paul would know better than I, we played your first single from 2018, and then your most recent single from this year, and then we went to Plague Ridden Rats after that.
Okay. So I would maybe do, I would say do Insomnolence, maybe.
Okay, sweet. And then the last thing I want to ask you guys, do you have any final plugs, shout outs that you want to throw out there for yourself, for others?
Oh man, pressure. Not overly for me. Just fucking shout out to all the homies and that came in the chat and check this out. Yeah, if you haven't heard of us, come find us, Beguiler Band, and come out to a show.
Hell yeah!
Come see some rock. And thank you again for having me.
No, thank both you, Jacob and Nathan, for taking the time to be here on the show. I know it's a bit later for you guys than it is for me. So thank you for taking the time. I wish you guys the best of luck with your show on Thursday. And I am excited to see what you guys do with that LP once it comes out. And if you ever make your way out west, hit me up.
We plan getting out there eventually. Don't worry.
Good.
We definitely do.
Well,
we're trying to, but 2024, we might take you up on that.
Good, better, because then we can make the crowds go like. So thank you guys for coming, hanging out. Yeah, actually, you guys, if you haven't, you should apply for Alternative Waves Music Festival. It is a multi-genre 2-day event that happens in Medicine Hat. I run sound for the second stage and also throw together a compilation, and submissions are open. So you guys should keep an eye on that one. And then also, when submissions open up for it again, probably in October is when they do this, apply for Loud as Hell. It is probably the funnest way to spend August long weekend.
So we're definitely applying to Loud as Hell, and I think we're gonna apply to Armstrong too. I know that one's a bit harder to get onto. And yeah, I'm gonna write down Alternative Waves. I've heard of that. We definitely will apply to that too. Yeah, hopefully next year we're definitely trying to do some festival appearances if we can, and go out west and go to the United States as well. That would be great. But we'll see, one day at a time.
Most definitely. I'm actually a little stoked to hear you guys have at least heard of Alt Waves, because I helped start that bitch in 2015, and now I'm just a sound tech, because I found people that are way better at handling festival organization than I. Promotion is way too much at times.
Well, that's awesome. Are you familiar with Plaguebringer or Art of Attrition?
I actually had Plaguebringer on my stage last minute and have their entire set recorded and get to pick the one to add to the compilation. I am so stoked.
Yeah, they're awesome bands. They told us about Alternative Waves, and I've heard it some other places too. But Greg from that band. Shout out to Greg and in both those bands, because he's in both of them as well.
Is he the drummer?
But he's the drummer.
Dude,
he's the drummer of both.
I've watched so much footage that I've captured from the Plaguebringer set, and I cannot believe his freaking hand control on his blasts.
His technique makes me like it kills me. It's so good. But watching him do, because we played 3 shows with Plaguebringer and Art of Attrition just I think last month or 2 months ago. And him doing sets back to back, and his hands are just flying. And, oh my god, he's so they're those 2 bands are so talented. So shout out to those guys. Even when he loses a stick, he's so seamless in getting the replacement and just being like, "Okay, cool, I'll just switch the blast to the other hand, and there we go again." You're just brava.
Yeah, there's not many people have seen blast that fast. He's an animal.
He really is. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. It is getting late for you, so I will let you go. Thank you again for taking the time. Everyone, go check out Beguiler if you haven't already. I tagged it there. We're going to be playing a song of theirs after we end this, and please stick around while we go through all of your submissions. You guys, take care. Have fun on Thursday. Break a leg in the best way possible and kick some fucking ass.
Sounds good. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity.
No problem. Much love, guys. Take care.
Much love.
Those guys are dope. Those guys are fucking dope. I very much enjoy them. Again, I'm not a huge deathcore guy, but they're solid dudes, and for me that is 90% of what draws me to a band, especially as someone who goes out and plays shows and promotes and works sound. If you can be easy to talk to, you can be a fun chill. God damn it, I don't care what you play, really. So we wanted Emma Soul. Oh, here we go. It's somnolence. I am not going to be able to pronounce that properly. We're going to check this out. I got to go use the washroom quickly. If you guys want to add any songs to the queue, please feel free to do so. All you need to do is put an exclamation mark, an SR, and what I'll actually do is I'll do it with this guy here just to kind of do it. All you have to do is that, and it gets added to the queue. And then I can put it on. So we'll just play the song here. I'm going to go use the washroom. And you guys, feel free to load it up. We're going to go through all the submissions that are on the Facebook page. And then we'll go to any ones that you guys add here. You guys can vote and see which ones get on the playlist. See you shortly. Oh, that was the wrong one. Don't think I haven't been listening to the track, because I have been, and goddamn, holy shit. Now that our interview's done too, I can turn the gain down on the microphone just a smidgen. Makes things a little easier. Thank you all also for being in the chat and being a part of the interview. That is always appreciated when our people in the chat here like to be a part of it. It makes it a lot more engaging, and I feel like I like having more people involved in the conversation. Down now. If you are also in a band, I saw As the Structure Fails is in here. If you guys want to submit yourself, you can feel free to do that as well. I am going to add Plague-Ridden Rats to the poll. That's the one I'm adding. I really enjoyed that track. So now it's time for us to go on and check the other things out. I have to go have a hoot in the other room while this happens. That's the other thing I wanted to do while I was quickly exiting away. Hi, Jacob. Thank you again for being a part of the show, my friend. Very much appreciated. It was great talking to you and Nathan. And again, have a great show on Thursday. I'm really, really excited for you guys, and I wish you the best. I really hope it goes well. And now we get to what you guys have given to us. I will still be checking these out while we go through it. We only got a few this week. Maybe I'll throw a few your way as well. But if you guys want to add something to the queue, feel free. You just go exclamation mark, SR, space, and then copy and paste the YouTube URL, and it should be added. I'm curious if this will add it if I just do that. No fucking way. I guess you can just put the song name and title and it works too. But we've already listened to Beguiler. Or Beguiler, I'm sorry. You know how we've been saying, like talking about names being said the wrong way? I defaulted to that upon reading it. It's Beguiler, not Beguiler. Jeez. So we got a Two Shadows submission. I actually want to find something else from them quickly. Nothing against the Boulevard of Broken Dreams cover. Good song. But I think they have something new that's on its way out right now that is worth showing all of you. Maitreya by Departed, or vice versa, I could be wrong. And then Super Kawaii made a music video for Oh My God, Let's Start a Cult. So that'll be pretty cool. If you guys want to add anything, feel free. I'm going to go find our Two Shadows track, because I am working sound for these boys this coming Saturday in Medicine Hat. I believe they also are playing Red Deer on the way here, which should be a lot of fun. They're just a solid group of people, solid band, always fun. They played Alternative Waves, not just this past year. They were one of our headliners. So, yeah. Nah. Two Shadows and The Word Alive, Keep Breathing. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna play this. Good on them. I'm a yay for this, just so you guys know. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. There we go, there we go. That's how it needs to be. Checking this out on my phone. I will be right back. This is tight. Oh, you can never forget about the Savage Cabbage. Oh, you can never forget about the Savage Cabbage. Everyone, that is Two Shadows. Prerna, if you want this, come grab it and then bring it back to me, please. Thank you.
Is your grinder there too?
Yes, it is. Do you need it? Do you require my weed as well?
I do.
Oh, guys. Don't worry. There's only a small bus. It's a mini bus that's coming, but local band Smokeout is providing the weed for the evening. So we gotta grind it too, you know. We gotta make sure. We gotta do this with service, you know. We don't just put the weed in the grinder and be like, okay, figure it out. No, this is a full service show right here where not only do we fill the grinder, but we grind the weed in the grinder, make sure it's looking nice and crisp, you know. And I'm really just doing this because it made me check something, because this is weed related, like the channel and what we do. So if we're going to do that, then I'm going to actually go through the process of grinding the weed on channel and being like, hey guys, look at that freshly ground bowl, freshly ground stuff right there. Would you like some in the bowl? Oh, no, we also pack the bowls here.
So
Just a little bit.
That should be.
I don't know.
Oh, that's too much.
Oh, that's half of what I had in my fingers for you.
That should be good, actually.
You got this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll return the bong in a sec.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. So, Two Shadows in the Word Alive with Keep Breathing make it onto our poll. If you guys like what you hear, I don't know if you knew, but you put a yay in the chat if you like what you hear. That's how we decide what makes this poll. And sometimes I just go, I like it. It's going on. Sometimes I just pull that shit. Not going to lie. But in the end, once we get through all the songs, you guys vote. I put a link in the chat. I put a link on Facebook. You can share it. It's live for 15 minutes. If you're in a band that's on the poll and you want to tip the scale in your favor, you can. And everyone gets 2 votes. And at the end, a few things happen. We end the stream with our number 1 and number 2 bands. We add all the bands that make this playlist or on make this poll to our weekly playlist. And then the top 2 bands get entered to our champions playlist and stay there until the Tournament of Champions, in which we pit all the bands that make that playlist against each other. And there's some prizes. Some cool shit. Happens every once in a while, you know? It's a grand old time. So, next up on the docket, let's see what we got. Let's go with Maitreya. The Traumai. Maitreya. I don't know. I don't know how to say the name and not feel bad. Do they even have a shit? Okay, we're gonna quickly just do a little bit of digging and be like, can we find it? Oh, wait. Maybe it's not band. Maybe it's metal. Maybe it's not band. Maybe it's metal. Maybe that's how we find them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's check this out. Here's Departed. If you like what you hear, put a yay in the chat. Ooh, Elusive Thoughts, welcome to the show. If you guys want to add anything, feel free. I'll show you how in a second. This is interesting. I'm gonna add a few bands myself, I think. If you want to add songs to the queue, here's how you do it. Look at the chat, look at me. There you go. You can also just put the band name, the song name. And to make sure that you can, I'm gonna test that out with a... Cool! Alright, I can do one more. I want to add one more. What do you guys think of this? This is cool. I feel the production could maybe be a bit better. But overall, it's actually really fucking solid. It's a little chaotic, a little tasty, a little mathy. These guys were fucking tight. All right, we're going to give it another 30 seconds before we move on to the next one. It needs one more yay. It has mine. It needs one more to get on. Executive decisions being made. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. So I'm putting it on. Oh, and Paul gets my back. Fuck yeah. One last thing, actually, I wanted to quickly bring up, guys. Our last stream was dedicated to this. It was a rerun. Our buddy Kale did pass away last month. There's a GoFundMe for him still. We at local band Smokeout Canada are going to donate all of our funds. I just have to wait till I get paid so I can actually do the thing properly. But if you guys want to help his family out, link is there. Paramnesia is playing the bandmates of his from Paramnesia and other supporting bands are doing a show on the 26th in Vancouver. Then they're coming here, doing another show on the 8th to fundraise and show memoriam to our buddy. So if you guys want to help up there, I know his family would greatly appreciate it. That's going to be there for a while. Jacob, what's up? What's up? We are going to move in. Thank you for following. Know that all new friends get. We do the show every Tuesday. We've taken a bit of a break. Please stick around. If you like D&D, usually do D&D streams on Sundays when we can. Oh, and you know what? You know what? You kind of just now we got to take the axe to you. We're gonna. Unfortunately, we gave you some fun, but you're one of the things that we don't support, and that's the spammy McSpammerton. So we're gonna be taking the axe to you, my friend. I got to figure out how to do that though. There we go. I want my admin rolls. Turn on my sword. Oh, I gotta turn shield mode off. I fucked up. Okay. Oh, god damn it. This made me do something I didn't want to do. How do I turn shield mode off? No! Yes, there we go. I don't know how to do my... It's been so long since I've had to do my admin shit. Fuck. Oh, man, I feel dumb. Thank you, Paul, for adding that track. We're going to move on to the next one here. I'm going to relearn how to do shit. There we go. There, now we can see the things I want to see. And boom. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Let's move on to our next submission here. It is Super Kawaii. Let's just get to it. This is the track. Let's start a cult. Oh my God, let's start a cult. The Tyro James we've had on the show. Oh my God, almost 2 years ago now. This feels ridiculous now thinking about that, but Super Kawaii. I can spell. Let's go. Let's start a cult. You know what to do. If you like what you hear, yays in the chat. This should be interesting.
Can I ask you a question? In honor of our first date, there's something I'd like you to do. Would you die for me?
Just follow the music, just follow the sound. Just follow the music, just follow the sound.
I'ma start a cult, start a motherfucking cult.
Ending 187s to 11s and assaults.
I'ma start a cult, start a motherfucking cult.
Shorty's now a killer and they say it's all my fault.
Now Charles Manson was a bitch, I could've fucked him up so easy. In the daylight at Spawn Ranch so the whole family could see me. And not one would try to help cause I'd kick him down
Okay,
so
yeah.
freely.
You gotta put the exclamation mark first, but that's okay, I got you.
Fucking insane. David Koresh wasn't his name. It was a lies, your family dies. Gun in your hand, so you were to blame. Who's that guy? What can I hide? Talking about UFO alien crafts, calling your fate. Fuck him and skate. Little old man, I'm whooping his ass. Not Jim Jones and no jungle.
There we go,
I'm
gotcha.
posted up in the city. No Kool-Aid and no
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda fuck with this. This is
something about
kind
my
of funny
aura that
as
attracts
fuck.
you when you're broken. Erase your mind and walk
Also, it's a nice palate cleanser, not gonna lie. Listen to a lot of metal.
Women at my
So,
door.
it's a nice little
There's not
palate
place to
cleanse.
stay, and they're all broken poor, so we'll discuss the pay. I got them out at night, and they bump that music loud. Probably start a fight. I know they'll do us proud.
Just follow the music, just follow the sound.
Take all their phones. take all of them. You ain't going nowhere.
Just follow the sound. I'ma start a cult, start a motherfucking cult.
Pending 187s, 211s, and assaults.
Oh, fuck, that's clever. That's fucking clever.
Shorty's now a killer, and they say it's all my fault.
I snuck into Rancho Nation threw bleach in the washing machine. I talked to God, now they believe I'm an enlightened being. I got your wallet, your ID, your ability to lead. It's a smiley smile you see one day, witness the devil in me. Avert your eyes, look a squirrel. There's nothing going on here.
Just straight up pimping. Just straight up pimping.
Government you fear. Satan demands sacrifice, one young and someone old. It's a beautiful day to spill some blood. My
the raw papers.
He's gonna
Oh, and okay. You're savvy a little bit.
What he fucking said. If you end up dead, that's not the blood on his hands. You can't blame him for the things that you do. A sacrifice.
I like that they all have very different vibes that they bring to their little group.
Remember what you fear. It's the devil that is near you.
Okay, we can't play the full song though, and you know what? I'm doing it. I'm adding it. I don't care. They're homies, and honestly, that is a very entertaining little thing. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Give that a nice little thumbs up, and I think that actually means we are now on to everything in the other queue. We are. Alrighty. So that means we go over here. Where is it? There's my stream elements. We already did our divide. Already did that. That was my test. I feel like that was another test of mine to make sure it worked. Boom. Okay, cool. So we got to approve these two here. All right, we got 5 in the queue. We got 5 in the queue right off the hop. Haven't paid. Oh, Scuzz is on there. Did I not see it? My bad. Thanks for the heads up there, Paul. Good thing I still have it open over here so I can always check it again. Because I think it is... Oh! It's doing the most relevant bullshit. That's why. There's one. Let me see if there's any other ones I missed. No, that is the only one. Okay, that one. I don't know why it hid that from me. All right, Scuzz. There we go. We got him. We didn't forget. We didn't leave him behind. We got him. All right. What do we do when it comes down to your medias? King Scuzz. Okay. Thank you for putting it in the description, making my life so easy. Boom. Here we go. Collapse. Got him. Oh, where are we going? Yeah, no, I'm down with this. I'm down with this. This gets me and Paul. They sound like they better go hard live. If they didn't, I'd be disappointed if they sound like this. Can you imagine if they just sat on chairs playing this kind of music? The calmest people. Didn't even tap a foot.
The only solace I have, the only peace I can find is that I won't be alone. That ain't peace of mind. With my flowing short, and there's no
With a Buddy Rich looking drummer. That'd be actually really fucking funny. Oh, fuck yeah. So they're kind of like the Browns in regards to like attire. That's cool. Then the Browns just wear ski masks. You know what's good about hardcore? They write some short songs, meaning we can get through the full fucking song. Fuck yeah, that gets the thumbs up. That gets the seal of approval. That gets the many thanks. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here kind of appreciation. Now we're going on to All Was Lost Was Shattered. These guys played my stage at All Waves. They are going to have a compilation, or a song on the compilation. Solid group. Give them some love. These guys are from Edmonton, Alberta. If you're into metalcore, give them some love. A lot of fun live, too. A lot of fun live. They make it. Paul knows what's up. He's like, yeah, I'm down with this. I'm down with this. Let's add him here. Spin kicks in the pit too. When he's in the pit, you know to get the fuck out if you're moshing. If you're push moshing and you see T in the pit, you back the fuck up. Because, oh man, he's a big boy. He's got a lot of wingspan, a lot of leg span. He can cover a lot of space. That's All Was Lost, guys. If you like them, be sure to give them some love on the weekly playlist because they have now made it. And also, you know, give them some love when, let me balance this out. Just a hair. There we go. But give them some love as well when we get to voting. If you enjoyed them and you're like, I want to give them one of my two, do it. Do it now. Well, you can't right now, though. Can you? The poll's not even active. Ha! All right, next up. Next up on the docket. We got some Horrify with Hate This. This was live. These are my homies that opened for Cradle of Filth. Okay, you know what? We're gonna find a better one. Wait. That's Broken City, and that's nothing bad. I just want some better, you know, audio. What's this one sound like?
This next song is called
A lot of bass reverb, and it's not. He's figured out a lot of things. You know what? Let's go Horrify loud as hell. There we go. I love how I knew exactly.
You know this next song. This song is called Hate This.
Also, huge congrats to Nate and Alex. Nate proposed to her right before the set started. And the song is short enough. I'm going to show you the actual recording after, but we have to watch it live. Oh yeah. I'm almost forgetting to tag my homies. You can't forget to tag them. You're dying to hate this. the actual track now, guys, because I just wanted to show you how crazy Nate can go live. He's a solid guy. And now here's the actual track.
These are the end of our days. We pray to the faithless, ignoring our friend and our ways. You're dying to hate this. You're dying to hate this. You're dying to hate this. Is there a
Oops, my foot hit the mic. Oopsie. And while we check out Horrify, I'm going to get the next track up, because we are going to be getting close to some other submissions.
Ignoring our friend and our ways. You're dying to hate this. You're dying to hate this. You're dying to hate this.
That's Horrify with Hate This. Now we're going to go on to a band that, my God, they were so fucking slick. These guys were fucking slick. Out loud as hell. I got to see if I can find their... so it's Warband Official. Okay. I need to give these guys the tag because holy shit. They were crazy. These guys were fucking crazy. These guys were on when I was doing stagehand work at Loud as Hell, and oh fuck, I didn't know what I was in for. Of course, I picked a song with a gnarly intro, so we got to skip ahead a bit. Where's that riff? Right here. And I'm not a big thrash guy, but there's just something about the energy these guys had. Fuck. It's like older, like almost Shadows Fall era stuff is kind of how I described it. Except with like more modern takes. A little bit of God Forbid in there too. Welcome to the party. Hey, buddy. No, get off the desk. You know better. My lap is as far as you go. Yeah. Yeah. See, these guys are just fun. And it's got, again, that old school early 2000s kind of new wave of American metal kind of vibe to it. Not metalcore. That's War with Six Kings. And, oh, come on, guys. I mean, the drummer's rocking a Star Wars shirt. I think, you know, he's a pretty winning winner right there. And you know what? If I'm putting War on here, I'm also going to be putting Queen Lizzie. Welcome back. It is 21 months straight that you have been subscribed. That is crazy. Have we been doing it this long? I guess this is the 2-year mark come September, which is a little crazy to think about. I didn't do my notepad. Oh, shit. I realize something now. I hope you're doing good, Lizzie. I hope you're doing good. I'm just going to quickly copy and paste all these before I forget them. I think we got like 2 or 3 more submissions, and I'm doing okay. I mean, doing what I can with the situation I have. Oh, I guess I was going to say, I don't care if no one knows. I'm doing a 3 for the price of 2 deal on mastering. So if you want some mastering done, feel free to hit me up at octavestudios.ca. Fill up a form, and we'll get her going. It's really easy to find. I should actually make a bot for this. But if you want some services, or you know someone who might need some services, go and throw that their way. Let me make sure I got this. Yeah, that's all good. Oh, you know he's following you. All the time. Always following. All right, what's next here? What's next here? Now we are getting into Paul's 2 submissions, and we're at the end here. Here's Memento Mori, In Search of Solace. I'm going to grab that so I can tag him. This is right up Paul's alley. Just straight up filth. Just straight up filth. Tell you what. So like right here, he is in the chat. This one needs 2. Because we jumped up to 7. He does sound mad. He sounds very mad. I use guys synonymous of gender. That's my bad if you think that. Hey, you guys. It's not really, I don't, that's just kind of like a synonymous, like, I don't know, it works then. All that teen angst, right? I have a feeling they're making it. This breakdown's fucking filthy. Holy shit. Right! Gang, gang. Bring out all the cabbage. This is filthy. This is dangerously filthy. My God. All right, guys, we got an ad break, and I'm sorry. It happens. Ads come and ads go. Oh, shit! What's gonna happen? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, God. Everyone who's an ad is missing this filth, and I feel bad for them. Oh, God. Oh, God. What have we done? Oh. Fuck. God damn. Completely dirty. Dirty. Holy shnikey. All right, guys, it's time for the last submission. And then we get on to voting. Yes. This is 731, Force of Will. Bring it over here. Force of Will is the band, okay. shit. Well, they're gonna be hard to tag. Okay, those are the first, those are the ones I can think about. This is old school. This is really old school.
Place to ride from the men behind the sign.
Good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know.
Process of extinction. Never-ending race. Only thing to gain. Lifetime of mistakes. There's no way.
Nothing for the old book of faces. That's okay.
There's no place to
Unless this is them. You know, I got time to find them.
From the men behind the sign.
They not only work on humans in laboratories, but when they develop what they believe were prototypes for weapons of the future, they feel.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a Facebook, though.
Cities and villages.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking Facebook a whole lot more without the constant BS being fueled. But also, I mean, some of that's really handy for, you know, reporting on fires. So maybe Facebook should, I don't know, fucking pay. That'd be cool. But that's my TED talk on that. While I tried to find Force of Will and couldn't do it. Let me check. I don't think I saw it. Let me go back and check. No. And I didn't have any pending approval. Oh, it is. Okay, there is one more. You are right, Paul. There is one more. Yeah, beat. You're right. Good eyes. Good eyes. Fuck it. I'll add it. This is gnarly. Force of Will. First, I gotta add this to my notepad. And then we have Force of Will 731. And now I lied to you guys. Now we're on to the last one. I know. I shouldn't have lied to you guys. I'm sorry. But there was a surprise submission. And you gotta play the surprise submission. You gotta. Pneumonia Breath, Broken Foundation. This came out 3 weeks ago. Ooh, okay, let's check this out. I like this. This beat down as fuck. Woo! Yeah, let's get see it from me too. Week 72, because week 71 was a memorial one. This is fucking gnarly. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Ontario's got some fucking fire coming out of there now. Damn, sons! Shit! All right. Well, guys, we're going to get this poll going. First, I got to tag everyone who's going to be involved. You're all going to get 2 votes. You get multiple, you get to select 2 votes, and that's what you get. I'm going to create the poll. I'm going to make sure it works, and then I'm going to tag everyone. Nope, you're missing something. There we go. I believe. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. You know you want to do the job, Charlie. Oh, God damn it. Do I have to do this all over again? Okay, guys, let me quickly just work on this again because it kind of fucked up. It's all right. Shit happens. Whoopsie. War. Horrify. It's hate this, not hate. All was lost. 4 left to add. Here we go. Two left. Come on. There we go. Boom. Enter. Side. Boom. Last one. Beguiler. Beguiler. Create poll. Come on. Come on. Oh, you better fuck with there. Save fail. Please add a question. Oh, who are your top songs? Do you guys, I have something typed here, right? And all of these songs will be added to our weekly playlist. So if you haven't already, go and check it out right now. Right now, it's got a bunch of Paramnesia in memory of our buddy Kale. But we'll be updating it with some of this later. I might just keep a Paramnesia track on there. But we shall see. Did it? I'm so confused. Okay, we're just going to reload Poll Maker, guys. I'm sorry. Be patient with me. Usually this is very easy to deal with, and right now it decided to be difficult. From the top to the bottom. First stream back, and it's all falling apart at the seams. Oh, my God. Now we're fine. Technology likes to be our friend sometimes, and other times it likes to tell us to go and screw ourselves. You know what we do? We figure it out, and we tell technology, not today. Not today. Today I will make you do what I want you to do, and you will listen to me. For I am the human, and you are the machine. I hold the mouse and keyboard, and you hold the power. All right, let's try this one more time. Create poll. There we go. View. Everything's there. Good. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to get back to some Raising the Ruins while I get our post going, and then I'll send you all the link. You'll have 50 minutes to share that bitch around. Get all the votes you want. For me for a second. No, right there. Race of the Roots can be found in our Champions and Supporters playlist, the same playlist where you're going to find the bands that you vote for today. In regards to your winners, at least. To do two things. First, move that over. Okay, something happened, so we're going to go back to our playlist. Something dang happened, everybody. Dang it, Dale. Here's some Bastion for you guys. While we do that, let me get this poll. Alright, here you go, guys. Do you see dead people? Got 15 minutes, everyone. Boom. We'll get those votes in. Let's see who wins. To die. Oh. You are listening to right now can be found on our Champions playlist. If you like what you hear, maybe go check it out. We got some cool shit there. And that's your countdown, let you know when voting ends. The next one. Got the Bodies of Everest from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. A little bit of prog for you guys. when the regular weed done gets you. Damn. Crikey. Making me sweat a little. I always enjoy the Bodies of Everest. They're always a solid band. I listen to them quite a bit on here. And they're a champion supporter. We're going to get on to the next track right away here. You guys got about 10 minutes or so to get your votes in if you haven't. Maybe share that link around. Get some people in here for the final result. Next up, if we've already heard it, we'll skip it. We've already done our Divide. Oh, geez. That was not the point of that one, but okay. My Project, No Hope for the Lost, and their Slipknot cover. Cool. I'm going to be critical of myself on this. I do miss the space I was in. This was a nice space to be in.
If you can sit on the source, it's not a metaphor. The only thing you really know about me is that's all you'll ever know.
We'll get to the next chorus and swap it over.
I want to understand why, but I'm hurting myself. I haven't seen a lot of reasons to stop it. I'm just a bastard, but at least I admit it. At least I admit it.
All right, let's move on to Vindictive Regeneration. Oh, I gotta get more of the No Hope stuff out. There's stuff in the back burner that still has to get done. And it'll get done eventually. Making progress towards it. This is Vindictive Regeneration. It's Buddy Paul. Different Paul.
Take up your belongings and go your own way. Tell the world. And now I see in my dream.
Almost thought I lost the file I needed. We're gonna go to the next song right away here.
And after much confusion, I realized the truth. Dead, but still breathing. I'm trapped within a cage, living in an illusion. My life is just a game.
All right, guys. It's time to get on to the next one here.
Got about 6.5 minutes left. We got some with conviction. We played this track earlier, so we're going to move on to the next one. Crimson Caliber, a band I drum for. I'm not drumming in this one, though. I'll be in the next one. Let's give the CC some love.
Go crazy for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The old caliber for everyone. Yes, quite. Bam, bam. I'll tell you, we'll be doing the caliber track for this year's All Waves comp is going to be Toxic Infiltrator. So weird hearing it like being written, like, because this is where it should be like that. And I play the halftime in the chorus up until then, so it's just weird seeing Benny play it the other way. I also do stuff right here that's a little different. All right, let's get on to the next one, shall we? Time for some Pro Sector. Pro Sector. Daywalker. Here we go. Night Stalker. Caught in the crossfire. My promise to begin my God. The world to live in is just a sugar-coated topic. The reason is beneath it. There are rules around the same. Can you grasp what it means to be immortal? Familiar faces, clandestine places. Immorality is the monster. It's open season. Ooh, something's gonna happen. Oh, fuck yeah, that's tight. That's cool, fuck yeah. It makes sense, he has a gnarly bass tone. He has to be an engineer. Oh, that tone is crisp. Night Stalker. Caught in the crossfire. Promise to begin my God. Yes, we are the Bible. Yes, what's the silence? There is something in we can accept what we are. We're afraid of. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. These guys are just tight. These guys are just fucking tight. Now we're gonna get up to a band from Calgary called Never Changed. Kind of a pop punk, but more of a pop punk kind of band. Still a solid group. guys got a minute. You guys got a minute. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to bring this over here so that once it's over, I can go and make my vote. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Guys, I'm gonna do my votes. One vote? Oh, that's fucking dumb. It wasn't supposed to do that. Or it's too late. It's too late now. All right, well, we got our first and our second. I don't know why. You guys saw me set the thing, right? You guys saw me set the thing. Okay, yeah, because, like, the fuck? Okay, but we do have a winner. We do have a first and we do have a second. First place, Pneumonia Breath with Broken Foundation. Second place, Beguiler with Plague-Ridden Rats. So we're going to play our second place first. Give them some love. They're going to get added to that playlist, as well as our champions and supporters list right here. So let's give them some love. Beguiler! They were our guests today. It's only fitting that they got here. And we play the full song. just adding all of our songs to our weekly playlist right now as we speak, so that it's all updated for you guys. Got 3 more to add. This is just filthy. So if you liked any of these bands, go give some love. There it is. And follow these playlists so that you can get updated every week we do this. You never know what you're gonna find. Fuck yeah, everyone. So that is your number 2 band. What we do when we get to number 1, everyone, is we go emote only mode. And then we go from there. I have Pestilence of Men on here because that's just where it's going to live for the next while, guys. It stays there for the next little bit, but know that we still do have our number 1. It is Pneumonia Breath with Broken Foundation. Before we give this a listen, everyone, I'm going to put it on emote only mode, and then I ask that you all just stick around, have some fun, and stick around to the raid. And then after we raid, then have fun, do whatever you want to do. But I encourage you to stick around till the end, hit the raid, and then we'll make our way on over. Emote only chat is on. Let's have some fun.
You have reaped what you've sown.
Bring all the heart! So go check out our weekly, everyone. Give that some love. Give our champions playlist some love. Follow those. You'll enjoy them. Fuck yeah, everyone. So one last thing before we go. Once again, if you want to go and help our bro Kale and his family out, if you can donate anything, it would be appreciated. If you are in the Vancouver area this weekend, you should go and check out the memorial show that is happening. There's some merch being sold there to help fundraise for them. They're coming to Calgary here on September 8th with Divinity and Archleos at the where is it again? It's at Dickens here. It's that's the Calgary Memorial Show, and then this coming weekend is actually the Vancouver Memorial Show with a bunch more bands. So if you're in the area, go check it out. Go give them some love. Go help out. I'm sure the families would very much appreciate it. And yeah, once again, congratulations to Pneumonia Breath and Beguiler. It's a lot of fun. Huge shout out to my guests, Jacob and Nathan from Beguiler, again for being here. Shout out to all of you in the chat. Shout out to the guys that followed throughout the stream and the resubs with Conviction and Queen Lizzie. Shout out to you for the resubs. And shout out to Stankfinger666 and As the Structure Fails for following. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking around. And now let's go and raid someone. I am going to bring back a other aspect of this, the vocal aspect at the end of streams in the future again, but not right now. We're gonna go and give Screams Media some love. So stick around, give them some love, say hi, say I sent you, and we will see you all next week with an all music stream. So get those submissions ready. Find us on Facebook and get ready for when the post comes, because next week it's all music, no guests. We're rotating it every other week. So without further ado, much love, everyone. Thank you for being here. Tune in next week and go give Screams Media some love. Cheerio, everybody.